Assalamu alaikum students, we are here with our new chapter, Desert Animals, chapter number 9. In this chapter, we are going to learn about the animals found in the deserts. So as you know, some of the very common ones the camel is there, but we have other animals also. We have got the mongoose, we have got the rattlesnake. So as we proceed further, we will see what are the specialities of these animals, how they adapt, what are the things that they do. We will learn further. I found this chapter very interesting. Now, as you know, this picture is depicting the deserts, okay? What are deserts? Deserts are one of the most driest places on earth, and sometimes these places can go without water for months and months together, or even years. The first picture shows that a desert can be called as endless seas of rolling sand dunes, or in the third picture it shows that some of these deserts can have rocks and pebbles, and sometimes some bushes are there, so they can be called as rocky and pebbly, spotted with bushes. And sometimes the scenario comes like this, that they are sprinkled with flowers and they are blooming with flowers, and that is during the springtime. So these can be the three types of deserts, and since they were mentioned here, so I thought should also mention it to you. Now before I move further, I would just like to again try to tell you that what are the survival tactics animals take up to survive for water or for other conditions. Here it is mentioned about the water, what things they can do. Here this is the picture of a gerbil. It's a kind of an animal, and how does it keep itself cool and warm? By living in small burrows underneath the sand, and these burrows are cool. Okay, that is how he keeps himself cool. Or the next picture is, as you can see, this is the picture of the beetle, the darkling beetle. How does it survive? How does it take water? How can it survive for water? So what does it do is that whatever moisture is there in the air, it collects it. It collects it catches all the drops of moisture on its leg, and then lifting them into the air until the drops trickle into its mouth. So see, can you see? So beautiful. Could you ever imagine? I have seen so many National Geographic channels. I have not come across this. So this is one of the hard facts that I've learned today, that this is how it can, this is how it gets water for itself. The next animal that we're going to start first is the snake over here. So as you know, one of the most deadliest thing, one of the most scariest thing, and one of the most poisonous things that Allah has created. There are some 2,300 species of snakes, and the snakes, they are found all around the world, and they range from 15 centimeters to not more than 11 meters. Now 15 centimeters can be the measurement of your scale that you use every day, and 11 meters I couldn't show it into a picture for you, so I think the best idea that I could give is that your mother wears a sari. So each sari is round about 5 and 5.5 meters long. So if you open up your sari and you see and you double it, that could be the longest snake is. Then the snake, as you know, they lay eggs and they give birth. But the snake mentioned over here, the rattlesnake, it gives birth to its own kind. It can be called as a semi-mammal or something like that. And it's a very venomous snake. It's a very poisonous snake. It is called as the rattlesnake or the rattler. It is also called as the rattler. It is called as the rattler, okay? Now, this rattler is very poisonous, and it is best left alone. One should stay quite away from it. They cannot, like other snakes, it also cannot hear the loud noise. If you shout or scream, it will not hear it. But it can feel you through the vibrations from the ground, okay? Whatever vibrations you get from the ground. And they kill their prey, as you know, Their prey includes, it can be voles. Vole is also kind of a rat. Voles is a kind of a big squirrel, I suppose, and rats and chipmunks. And they can eat on a variety of prey. As you can know, a python can eat a man also. It can eat an animal up. So this is a smaller species that we are talking about, but still they can eat them up. And as you see, this is a picture of North America. This is the continent of North America, and this is the continent of South America. South America, there is a place called as Argentina, and here in North America you have Canada. So these are mostly found in the American continent, from Canada to Argentina. And as you know, they are very venomous, they are very poisonous. And as you know, they are very venomous and they are very poisonous. And they can kill their prey, but they can survive at times. They can the animals such as the python can survive for a year or more without eating. If it has got a very good prey, it can survive for such a long time. So this is the first part, children, I have uploaded. Inshallah, I hope you have